When you see a junker, don't say a word. When you see a good youth, don't say a nerd. When you see the down, just don't say a word. My girl, you want me when I go to get a third. I chick our wife, is she really have a nerve? Yannick son buried her and left the curve. Some girl a shopkeeper beg to get a start. That's how you work. Sure. Girl, you have up the goal, but not for them a search. You make my heart beat like a rhythm from birth. This man Saturday, Sunday, them gone to church. How it work? How it work?
I don't know how it work, how it work, how it work, how it work. Some of these girls don't know life work. I got a girl clothes, move your blouse and skirt. He's a pro from birth. Take a girl man, you know see her express life.
Yo, you don't know it's your girl Danica. You're listening to Michelle G. Get with the Fix Radio, and right now it's all about ready. Ready? Let's go.
Just say a word. When you see a junker, don't say a word. When you see a good youth, don't say a nerd. When you see the down, just don't say a word. My girl, you want me when I go to get a third. I chick our wife, is she really have a nerve? Yannick son buried her and left the curve. Some girl a shopkeeper beg to get a start. That's how you work. Sure. Girl, you have up the goal, but not for them a search. You make my heart beat like a rhythm from birth. This man Saturday, Sunday.
That was Michelle G. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are right now in the world. Hi, under construction. I am Michelle G. I am in the building. I barely have a voice, but I'm here. I'm definitely here. My allergies been kicking every part of my body, you know? But I am definitely here in the building. I am streaming live on Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Michelleg, and of course, Get with the Fix.
Just say a word. When you see a junker, don't say a word. When you see a good youth, don't say a nerd. When you see the down, just don't say a word. My girl, you want me when I go to get a third. I chick our wife, is she really have a nerve? Yannick son buried her and left the curve. Some girl a shopkeeper beg to get a start. That's how you work. Sure. Girl, you have up the goal, but not for them a search. You make my heart beat like a rhythm from birth. This man Saturday, Sunday, them gone to church. How it work? How it work?
I don't know how it work, how it work, how it work, how it work. Some of these girls don't know life work. I got a girl clothes, move your blouse and skirt. He's a pro from birth. Take a girl man,
Not out here borrowing people clothes. Not y'all, you know. No, I've never borrowed anybody clothes. Like, you know, I don't like putting people's stuff on my body because you never know. You know, people come with demons and all kinds of things. Like you might be living life good and everything is good, and then you borrow somebody clothes and your whole life just go to the left, and you wondering why. It's because you're borrowing clothes. If you're gonna borrow clothes, make sure it still has the tag and they haven't touched it, they haven't worn it. But then we be trying on clothes too. Look, don't borrow nobody clothes. Don't borrow nobody clothes.
When you see a junker, don't say a word. When you see a good youth, don't say a nerd. When you see the down, just don't say a word. My girl, you want me when I go to get a third. I chick our wife, is she really have a nerve? Yannick son buried her and left the curve. Some girl a shopkeeper beg to get a start. That's how you work. Sure. Girl, you have up the goal, but not for them a search. You make my heart beat like a rhythm from birth. This man Saturday, Sunday, them gone to church. How it work? How it work?
I don't know how it work, how it work, how it work, how it work. Some of these girls don't know life work. I got a girl clothes, move your blouse and skirt. He's a pro from birth. Take a girl man, you know see her express. Life serious, you have to check yourself first. Banging, come singing expert.
You're banging, shit. You know, insane.
Cdbanging. That's so never lift it, never lift it, tell them, ain't no stopping now. Chick from where we so go clap it now. The full of bricks, know the lot chick go. Full of bricks and all the lot chick go. Ain't no stopping now. Chick from where we so go clap it now. The full of bricks and all the lot chick go. So,
Okay. Money, me flip it, and be in it, with it. The thing I see fire and no dragon and no lyrics. Me spin it, me no business, so me living. I just see riches, the ditches, and plus it looks at the image. Touching a table with a duffel bag of money, girl, a chickle, so me tip it, tip it. Yeah, me tip it, so shit, so shall lick it, nigga, flip it, butterfly, me pick it at the finger. Man, tell him, ain't no stopping now. Chick from my waist, I go clap it now. The full of bricks, know the lock, chick go. Full of bricks, know the lock, chick go. Ain't no stopping now. Chick from my waist, I go clap it now. The full of bricks, know the lock, chick go. So. Yo, me pay me tax for pay me dues, and people perplex when me shoot. DJ Caliber she in a tune. God gave Satan move. Bang a girl if she lose. So much girl me pick a refuse. Stack up the cheddar, my brother, me clever, me never left my shoes. The pussy them no one give me my props. What's that at the app? Me ring my watch full of racks.
Yeah, you know, before I started this show, I saw some mess. This Instagram girl is trying to put LeBron James in. Listen. Do not mess with the GOAT, okay? Do not. Just like how we don't play about Dexter Daps, we don't play about LeBron. Listen here. We are not doing this. No day, no time. Not now. Not ever, okay? Leave LeBron alone.
Like a style in my girl. That's some back full of aisle, my girl. My girl, that's why you show up on a guan. A Kimbo with your Pacamataran. After a stand, there must be a calm. My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. Me, I forget the front if you want me to play this trick me.
Banging, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think you are gonna trick me and fool me up a picnic.
My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think so me a jinx. My girl, don't mix me.
Banging, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. Inna me goody, you just want to stick me.
Me not play dolly house, cause you know I'm in the house. Me not go be your spouse, cause you know I'm in the couch. Put your left foot on that and the right foot on south. Miss not the policeman, me not go use up my mouth.
Banging, you can't trick me, and I saw the thing go. You can't ruffle me, and you not go bingo. Hero, you bad like Johnny Ringo. That if you know me, no one your man dingo.
My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me.
Every time I hear a song about Jamaican men talking about, you know, you can't trick them, they don't go downtown, all of those things, you know, I don't understand why all of these songs have to have that in it. Like, you know, there's a lot of men out here who say they don't do certain things and they do certain things. And then you know, girls be recording them and then put them out. And that's how we know they do certain things. But, you know, I'm going to ask Mr. Banging, why was it necessary for him to put this in this song?
It's so you're going like a style in my girl. That's some back full of aisle, my girl. My girl, that's why you show up on a guan. A Kimbo with your Pacamataran. After a stand, there must be a calm. My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. Me, I forget the front if you want me to play this trick me.
Banging, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think you are gonna trick me and fool me up a picnic.
My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think so me a jinx. My girl, don't mix me.
Banging, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. Inna me goody, you just want to stick me.
Me not play dolly house, cause you know I'm in the house. Me not go be your spouse, cause you know I'm in the couch. Put your left foot on that and the right foot on south. Miss not the policeman, me not go use up my mouth.
Banging, you can't trick me, and I saw the thing go. You can't ruffle me body, and you not go bingo. Hero, you bad like Johnny Ringo. That if you know me, no one your man dingo.
My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. Me, I forget the front if you want me to play this trick me.
Banging, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think you are gonna trick me and fool me up a picnic.
My girl, you're not gonna trick me. No, you're not gonna trick me. You think so me a jinx. My girl, don't mix me.
Banging, you're not gonna
How are ya?
Blessed. I want Michelle.
So no girl ain't gonna trick you, huh? Nobody not gonna trick you, huh?
No. None ta. You hearing me properly, right?
Yes, I am. I'm listening to this song.
Okay.
And you know, you Jamaican men always talking about y'all not going downtown and all of these other things. Like, why is it always necessary to put these things in songs?
Well, I guess it's the culture. This is how we're brought up, we grow, you know. You know what I say?
Yeah.
This is how we learn it from where little baby coming up.
So as you're growing up, who's telling you that you shouldn't be doing those things? Who's telling you? Father, mother, who?
Everybody at the community where you grew up in.
Oh, okay. So the whole
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
No going downtown. That's not conducive to life. None of those things.
Yeah, it's a Jamaican, what I say now? A Jamaican law.
A whole lot.
Yeah, it becomes a law, you know.
What's the name of that law? What's the name of that law?
That's what you say, no going down.
That's the name of the law. I'm gonna go look that up. But here on Get With The Fix for the first time, Mr. Banging, Cdbanging, formerly known as Killish. I'm glad you changed your name. I'm glad you changed your name from Killish to Cdbanging. What made you decide to change your name?
Well, you know, so to be honest with you, it was a show I did in the Bahamas with Nadine Sutherland, and they did have a conference at a hotel, and a lot of topics they brought up, and them brought up the crime thing, because you know, crime thing did high in Jamaica, and it's still going in Jamaica up till this time.
Right.
So when them touch upon that topic, them ask me why my name Killish, you know. I say, well, my name Killish all because I used to clash in the days. I used to do like lyrical battle.
Okay.
But they keep on, I tell me say, it's not wise to name yourself. So if you want to be marketable, I guess you got to change that name. So I said to them, say, do you know about Bounty Killer and Merciless and all these names? Them said yes, but guess what? Those guys gone through the gate. So I don't think it's gonna easy on you going through the gate with that name.
Yeah.
So I just say, you know what? Better me change it from now before I have any more problem going further.
Definitely.
In life, you know?
Definitely. So you mentioned Nadine Sutherland, and you basically, you know, a long time ago, one of your biggest hits was with Nadine Sutherland called Fire on the Rest in Peace rhythm. So you know, do you work with her anymore, or that was just that song and that's that?
Yeah, it was just that song in those time, and that's that. You know what I say? We've been a few places in the Caribbean, and yeah, that song was big, was huge in the Caribbean. So we make a couple Caribbean run. But after a while, the song becomes like nah, say nothing no more again. You know me, I said the rhythm kind of get fade away also, and you don't know.
Okay.
So
Now that you mentioned, you know, songs fading away and rhythms fading away, like I always wanted to ask, like, whose fault is that? And how long do you think that an artist or producer should be pushing a particular song?
you know, so the consumer them fall still, because let me tell you this. How Jamaica move, Jamaica is the place where dancehall and reggae make.
Right.
So we find out say every day or every week Jamaica want to hear something new. You understand? Right. So when them push aside certain music or certain artists, the artists then are really finished, because the artists they're gonna end up break somewhere else, probably in America, Europe, or somewhere in Japan or those places. But in Jamaica, music moving fast, moving very fast. Understand? As you clip your finger, you hear a next new song, a next new artist, and if the new artist they have a buzz, and if the song they have a buzz, they don't want to listen up no more. All right, so for example, now Cartel is back.
Right.
Everybody push away, come like them never remember, say, you have a Valiant, you have a Skeng, you have a Pops YG, you have all these new artists, everybody push them away back. just for Vibes Cartel, and Vibes Cartel is a man of the moment right now. So everybody rushing towards cartel side. So I just saw Jamaicans move when it come on to dancehall music and dancehall artists. But sometimes the song might have about somewhere else. You understand? And sometimes the same song that them push away come back in and them face. You know what I say?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of song do that. And there's a lot of artists who do that also, where them push away and come back in and them face. And
Yeah.
it becomes very popular.
Definitely. I noticed on this album that you have, you tapped into a lot of the old school dancehall rhythms.
Yeah.
No, why was that necessary for you? Because based on what you just said, sometimes these things come back around. Why was that necessary for you?
Well, I am an old school man, you know. First and foremost. So I used to 90s music, and I used to the 2000 music, and I used to the 80 music also, and I know a little about the 70s and the 60s. So what I do, me fuse, because it's not necessarily all rhythms, but I fuse. If you listen to my voice and listen to my lyrics, it's a fusion of old plus new.
Right.
Yeah. So I deliberately made that move just cause most of my fans are like from in the 90s coming up. But
Okay.
the new school now, me can't get rid of that because I have to have the new youth here. I log on to my thing, you understand?
Right.
So as I said before, I fuse the two things them together. I fuse the old school, new school. Even in the lyrical part too, you can hear a little bit of the old school and the new school come together.
Okay. So how do you mentioned the new school tapping into your stuff? How does one make that happen?
Well, you don't see all them new youth here work, you know what I say? So you have to find something where can run up in a them blood vessel, in a them head part. So me try experiment on some form of lyrics.
Okay.
Where in the sense of if me used to sing certain way, me try find out a new method or me can come across to them new youth ears, you know what I say? Because them not easy for please, you understand? And then now you have the new youth, them like as I said before, the Skeng and the YG, them and the Valiant and all those new names. You understand? I'm a study how them do them things. So sometimes I might tear a page out of them book and go home and set my thing. Oh, I'm say, all right. Them I go so. It's just that the lyrical content now are kind of different still because I don't really sing about certain things. You understand?
Yeah.
But me still find a way of getting at them new youth a brain by listening to them young youth here and see where them go with them style and patterns and try to find a groove there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Now, this new CD that you have out, this album that you have out right now. How long? This is your first debut album, correct?
First.
First. What took you so long? Because you've been in this business for a while. Most people know you as the CD guy, the guy who do all the hot mixes and all of that kind of stuff. What took you so long to just put an album together?
To be honest with you, I didn't really want to do it right. Because I put out an EP before and it never got the places that I really did want it to go. I never did have the right people on board.
Okay.
So that was like testing the waters. That was a local testing for me to see where I go wrong and where I could have gone more better and who to choose. So me decide from them long time I say if me I go do an album, I go do it right. I go get the right people upon it and get it on the right platforms and all these things. So that is why I wait so long. And then again, me I dabble in so many things. Sometimes I don't really have the time because I am a
Right.
producer also, I produce a lot of artists.
Right.
But whenever I get the time for myself now, I see the need for do it. I say, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I just do it the right way and do it on the right time. And not right now it's #5 on the iTunes chart.
Nice. That's what I was going to ask you. How has it been received by the dancehall community? How is it doing on the charts and all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's #5 on iTunes and it's #5 on Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's doing great, and I have a lot of people right now where I may just get a video from England, but the guy is from Colombia still, but him lives in England right now, and him a tell me say him buy the album, and him impressed with the album, and him reach out to me by the DM in the Instagram, and him a tell me say him like the album, and me for keep up the good work. And him asked me for my number, me give him the number, him send me a video.
Nice.
I big up my album and say, yo, it's a good album, solid album, and him like the rhythms them on it. And the guy that do that is a young kid. Looking at him look like probably 15, 16, or probably 17, the maximum.
That's really dope, right? Because again, you mentioned about tapping into that market. So that's really dope that you have a young person who has bought your album, like it, and is pushing it and playing it for you. So that's really dope. That looks like you're bridging that gap that you once were, thinking, oh, it's not gonna happen, maybe it won't happen, but the gap has begun to be bridged.
Cause listen, you see, a lot of people will tell us, say, yeah man, I'm gonna buy the album and them not buy it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the people them know where I purchased my album, and some people where see me from a distance and just respect the work of me I do. And them love a few songs and all them something there. So it's like them become a fan automatically. Follow me on the Instagram, follow me on the TikTok. So and these people are mostly I purchase my album.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I purchased it also, and I'm like, when I sent you the
Oh, you
message,
purchased it?
yeah, when I sent you the message, and I'm like, wait, why am I asking him for songs? I purchased this album weeks ago, and I just
Thank you very much.
And I just downloaded it to my Serato because I did purchase it weeks ago, to help. Because a lot of times what people don't understand is that when I'm doing these interviews and there's music and albums out, I do have an app that I go to get my music, but I also purchase the albums and the music and all of that kind of stuff to help, because that's what people don't understand, that you have to purchase, just like you will go out and buy a Drake album or, all of these US artist albums. You can also go purchase the Jamaican, Caribbean, Guyanese, all of these artists albums as well. So I try to do my part.
Jamaica now do it, so me give thanks or you know me I say. So let me be honest with you. You like the album out of ratings of 100, what you get?
I give it 100. I was listening to it. I listened to it when I purchased it, and I listened to it again today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Appreciate it. Because I have a lot of collabs on it also, you know me I say?
Yes.
Because I sit down on a lot of collab.
Let's talk about this Boop song, because that's the song that's playing right now on the Serato in the background. And I know initially with this song, the song is now featuring Kiprich on it, but originally it was just you. Why did you decide to revamp it, add a collab on it, and bring it back out? Why did you decide to do that?
Well, you see that song, it comes with a big controversy around it. And the controversy was I come up with the idea. Well, to be honest with you, it wasn't me come up with the idea, it was the artist Governor.
Okay.
You know Governor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a Spanish town man talk. The artist Governor come up with it, and I like the style, and them give me the go ahead, can use the style, so I use the style. And then it was a style. Them just have it as a slang, but me turn it in a song.
Okay.
And then now Ding Dong come and hear it
Mm.
and take it and go build a song. And then now the thing was now me did check say them go just use my song and Ding Dong song. Cause Ding Dong song it was a dancing song. I must say boop 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 in them head. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, and my song is a gangster song. So I say, all right, probably they might use the two song them. Cause my song did I play. Sorry, my song did I play hard in the dance hall everywhere. Uptown Monday, Bossy Tuesday, Wednesday. Everywhere it play. It used to play on the radio also. DJ Sunshine, respect to DJ Sunshine. She used to have the edited version I play on the radio. So that song was out before Ding Dong song, and then Ding Dong heard it at Bossy Tuesday and go build film version. So me check say, all right, the two songs them go play together. Them kick on my song.
Oh.
Them fling on my song and start to run with Ding Dong song. No matter studio now and buck up Kiprich. And Kiprich know everything about the song and Kiprich I say, yo, you know, so when I remix the song banging and put it out back again, and I say, yeah man, that's a good idea. So this is how Kiprich come on the song now.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually I Kiprich even book the one studio time to sing on the song.
Wow.
So I put it out back again. You understand? I mean, I say, all right, let me see what them are going to do. And them still play blind and deaf and dumb on the song. So I say, you know what? I put it on my album, send it to a different dimension. I mean, even I pre Jamaica again, I pre the world now. You know what I say?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think that your song was just pushed to the side? Do you think it's because you weren't at that time you weren't as big as Ding Dong and Ding Dong was, you know, the crowd mover and all of that kind of stuff? Like what happened that people decided that your song, which was out first, wasn't as necessary as Ding Dong's song?
Politics playing at Jamaican music big time, you know. You hear me tell you earlier and say, I put out the album, Jamaican people not really support it. It's people like overseas and certain other people support it because there's a lot of politics playing the music and Ding Dong have a bigger name than me. Ding Dong have a bigger platform than me. And then Ding Dong have a bigger money than me. So when Ding Dong go in at the dance hall, Ding Dong can say X amount, yeah. You know what I say? And then play politics around my song. Because at one point, the selector named Boom Boom did I tell me, say, when the song play, I know say, so ironic that's the man who produced the song, it produced by Claims Record. And Boom Boom is a part of their team. Boom Boom is one of the selector them will live in a them for them community. You understand? So me not expect say Boom Boom will tell me them something. I say, sometime I can give him my money for money pull up the song and them something there. You know what I say? Till at one point the producer for the song, it kind of vex. You know what I say? Did a cause of vibes. And then there comes Ding Dong, who can come and show down all 200-300 US on the table whenever the theme song play.
Okay.
So automatically now, them are more interested in a play Ding Dong song.
Okay.
So this is how my song gets shubbed out.
Okay.
And to be honest with them, I kind of take it to heart because even when the song just come out, I shoot video for it. Phone. Hear me, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I say when the song just come out, I shoot video for it. And me shoot video for it again.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So me did a plan for the song and me da spend money on the song, you know, and then so go yeah, politics in Jamaica, yeah.
Do you
politics
think
not
that
play?
yeah,
Yeah,
do
go
you
ahead.
think that that's a major issue when it comes to the music? And the fact that an artist may have more money than the next one, that they could just throw it on the table and, you know, their song gets pushed more than somebody else who has less money and can't afford to pay these DJs in these events and parties on a constant basis.
Yeah, because if you follow the media enough, you will see this artist named Quick Cook. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, right now, him around too. You know, me I say him a go on with a bag of thing too. You know, and I see him thing him a go through like me. You know, me I say, and a boom him a cuss out also too.
Hmm.
You understand?
Hmm.
Yeah, because him a say him give boom him song, but me know how dancehall music play. You know, me I say as me say, on a one side politics play. You know, me I say politics play a lot of side and it play in a dancehall also. You know, me I say you have to move with a certain team, and you have to have a certain name, and you have to have a certain money for kind of dip on a level where you don't really want to see yourself, because this is how Jamaica run. And not just the selector them also, you have normal people where them just work off of where them see a work. It's like them not believe in it. Remember even from Bob Marley days, them doing that thing, where Bob Marley have to leave Jamaica and come overseas, come join Farcliffe and them something there. And then left go back to Jamaica. Even Busy Signal, I do one of them. Even Cartel said it. Cartel said him have to end up going England and a bounty killer see him and say, well, yeah, do go back to Jamaica. I understand, because I say at one point him would have just give it up. Because this is how Jamaica roll. Them not really, them only know you when when things are going for you, you know?
Yeah. Now, because also, you mentioned also, because I know that there's also radio stations who, some of these DJs get payola to play music, which is illegal. They get this money to play music, and somebody else again who can't pay them will not get the radio plays, but the individual who can give them some money, that's the music that they keep playing over and over and over again. Meanwhile, you may have some good songs that people need to hear, but they can't hear it because, again, the payola aspect of this business.
Yeah. And it not just on the radio, it then at the streets now with the selector them everywhere. And listen, I am a selector too. I am a selector too, and sometimes I take the money to play, but you see, you have to draw a line and know where how far you go stretch your thing go. Because if somebody say, for example, Michelle was and Michelle say, all right, banging, I only have 100 or 200 US. You know, you take Michelle money and give her the strength. You're not going to take Michelle money and then you play her just one time and then you're done with her. And kick her to the curb. Because she now have the 1,000 or the 2,000 US where some man a pay you, or she come just a hear a video where a man buy a man a Range Rover.
Yeah.
Understand? Just to get him song them play. So me can buy you a Range Rover, that means that my song not gonna play.
It's really crazy to me, right? Because a lot of times people who are not in this business don't understand what it takes to even put out one song, right? One song, what it takes to put out, the amount of money that you guys spend on music, and then to do a whole album, and then promotion, and then all of these other things that's encompassing getting your songs out there, and then now you have to go pay somebody else just to play your songs.
Yeah, because mixing is not easy, mastering is not easy, plus studio time to sing the song is not easy, plus the artwork is not easy. And when you put them things together, it's a whole heap of money. And then now when the songs come out now, it's another hurdle we have to go jump over, because man I tell us say him want this, him want 100,000, him want 200,000.
It's insane. I've always wondered, like, for you, being in this business for so long, what made you stay? What made you kept going in it?
To be honest with you, say that is why I end up on Cdbanging, because I say, I'm going to play my own music then. You know what I say? So I kind of did low music for a while, low the singing part for a while. And say, you know what, banging, I go find on different levels how me can get my music them out there without pressuring nobody or I
Yeah.
forget style from nobody. So that's just why I'm on CD banging. I'm coming at the game for just help myself and probably one and two friends around me, but me get to realize it's bigger than I know me to think it. You know what I say? But that
Definitely.
was the reason why I'm on CD banging.
Okay. Okay. You know, guys, like I said, get with the fix Michelle G. We are here with CD banging. I know that you guys have played a lot of his CDs, his mixes, and all of that. I know that you guys have because he's been doing this for a very long time. And you guys definitely press play on at least 3 or 4 or more of his mixes. So, you know, I wanted to have a conversation with him today. He definitely do have
Yeah.
this new out called McNabb Road. McNabb, is that where you grew up, born? How did McNabb Road get involved in the album name?
Listen, I live in Florida, Fort Lauderdale to be exact.
Okay.
You have this road in Fort Lauderdale near McNabb Road. But
Oh,
my surname is McNabb also.
okay, okay, nice.
Yeah, so I am McNabb and I live near McNabb Road because McNabb Road is like probably a 2-3 minutes away from my house. So but I say, you know what, a nice concept. My name McNabb Road, so I just call it McNabb Road.
I like it. I definitely like it. Now you have this song on here,
Mm.
a badge of honor to Godzilla, of course, Bounty Killer. And why was
Yeah.
it so necessary for you to give praises and the glory to Bounty Killer?
Well, I see him do a lot in the business and him help a lot. You know the whole nine I had already. Him help Movado Cartel, Business Signal, name it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
him give me a few reasoning. Me and him becomes friend, and him a tell me say, him love how me do my thing, and me so multi-talented, and him say a three different talent me have, and if you keep it up, and me deserve for their own and thing. So actually, him did carry me to one place in Clarendon in Jamaica, and
Okay.
called me up on a stage show. Yeah, him called me up on a stage show, and I go and go to the stage show. After that, me and him will a vibe, and him a say, yo, keep on going, keep the faith, just go and do what you do, re. So I say, you know what? Me can't pay him, so I go just show him a form of respect, and give him
Okay.
flowers, you know what I say? So I
Yeah,
reach out back to
definitely.
him and make him hear the song because the video is out to him on YouTube, and him in the video. So I reach out back to him, make him hear the song, and him approve it and love it and say, yo, come up. Come have a thing named Bounty Sunday, so him say me for forward
Yeah.
a Bounty Sunday come shoot the
Okay.
video. So I go by Bounty Sunday and shoot the video. Him in it, a whole a nice vibe and thing, and yeah, the video is out on YouTube all about. So I say me go put it on my album, cause me I make a
Mhm.
link with him, me have a link, me have a connection with him, plus couple people around him, you know what I say? So yeah.
Okay, nice. Do you feel that Bounty Killer gets the just due that he deserves? Do you feel like he gets the accolades that he deserves? Like, do you feel like he should be crowned? Like, do you feel that that's something that should be happening for Bounty Killer because he has brought a lot of artists into this industry and make them into great men? So, do you feel that he gets that just serve?
Yeah man, I feel so man. Away I say man, I feel so me did hear say them did go do it one at the time at some fest, but me no know what go on. But
Mm.
me a listen to an interview with him and academics, I saw the guy name.
Yeah.
And me hear my tell academics say him is the Godzilla. Him no
Mm.
want be no king, him bigger than kingship because him make kings and make kingdoms. Him
I
talk
like.
already, him say
Yeah.
him make kings and kingdoms. So him no want be no king, him a ground god, him a Godzilla. You understand?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
streets rate him because the streets call him general. You know, him are the general. Everybody love and respect him. So even
Yeah.
if they not give him it, everybody done respect him for the
No
level
more.
already. But me feel say them for give him it for true, you know.
Definitely. Definitely. So I want to play the song before we go on. So here is Badge of Honor.
What a honor to
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Then I feel about alliance. And we bring forth our generation. So, and this is one of the multi-talented people. What we say we are keep around tonight. Earlier on. And then this year. It's going to go on as an art. Because it's multi-talented. Where is that?
Yeah.
One killer me know all that something a fool gonna trick me now. And I'm something and the boy they say what I did not lovely.
One general, one general, one general, one general, one killer. One general, one general, one general. You are the real Godzilla. One general, one general, one general, one general, one killer. One general, one general, one general, one general, one general.
Care at the price. Them know say we born antichrist.
People there. Cross and angry, the general and nice. One general, one word, one price. One Rodney, one killer, one price. No price, tell him I said we go like nice. Killer on the world, I mean, half price. One general, one general, one general, one general, one killer. One general, one general.
I love that song.
Yeah, you see that intro? That intro
Yeah.
that I put in the song, it's from the stage show in Clarendon. This is how he called me up.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I like that song. I feel like the greats need to get their flowers. You know, while they're here, they definitely do need to get their flowers. One thing I wanted to ask you though, why is your Instagram followers so low? Why are you not a social media person? Like why is your social media followers so low?
I am a social media person, but I tell myself, say I ain't gonna buy no followers, I ain't gonna buy no views. And there's a lot of people who I follow who don't follow me back. Even the general himself, I don't know why, but me nah, you know, me just say, you know what, me nah stress it, you know me I say. But me just try keep me thing authentic. Me just try keep me thing, you know me I say. Me no
Yeah.
really, cause a lot of people buying followers and views.
Right.
You understand? So me just tell myself, say, you know, me not gonna do that. You know, me just a continue. Me chattings, you know me I say. But I guess you have to fake it for make it sometime, cause a lot of people more time tell me that say again, you have to fake it for make it so. And I really want to me ask me that question there. You know me I say, but me just said sure. People buy followers is look like, you know me I say.
I mean, you know, in the process of buying, you might get some real people that, you know, pop up in there because again, everything on social media and the world now is by what you see, right? What your eyes can see, right? So if I see that you have
Yeah.
1,000 followers and you do music, it's like, you know, that's the saying. But if I see that you have 12, 20,000 and that type of stuff, it's like, I'm gonna give him a listen. Unfortunately, that's the type of world that we're living in right now.
That my friend them a tell me. So, you know, me they are consider it same way, you know. That my friend them a tell me, say banging you have to fake it for make it. You know me I say? Just the other day one called me and say banging and give me a money and line up the following thing for you and I said channel star. But
It's Russell Records on the Instagram is saying 100% because I'm telling you, there's nothing else to it but just that. That's just what it is. Not even and I want people to know that even some of the bigger artists, a lot of their followers are fake as well. You know, not everybody on there is real people. A lot of them are bots as well, you know. So I don't want you to feel like you don't have to do it just to get your music out there, but you're trying to do something for your career. So why not? Everybody doing it. Why not?
probably I forgot to do it for true, you know, Michelle. Cause that my virgin I tell me, I mean, I want to call no name, but my virgin I tell me, say a lot of artists out there do it, you know me I say?
They are.
So, probably me I forgot to do it for true. and turn up my Instagram page and turn up some YouTube thing. No, really. I
I
forgot probably I forgot to do it with you.
It's the only way. Unfortunately, it is the only way. It's the only way because they're doing it. This you
Yeah.
can't sit and believe that all of these views and everything on YouTube and all of this stuff that these folks get are real genuine stuff. No, they're buying these things. They're being bought. They're being bought. So and they're buying it in a way where they put out a song today and then by the end of the day they have 1 million views. How? You know what I mean? So it's a
Yeah, me I
machine.
say,
It's a machine behind it.
a man put out a song. A man put out a song in a one day him gone 1 million. Me I say, wow.
It's
So
a
if my friend I
machine.
tell me say banging, read between the lines, no man. Read between the lines, bro. A man forget 1 million views in a one day. You know me I say?
Definitely.
So
Listen to that friend. That's a good friend. That's a good friend who's telling you because they're not lying to you. They're definitely not lying to you.
yeah, man. So as me say me there, I consider it too. So now that you are saying right now, I feel like that me I go make that move there. You know me I say?
Like
And
listen,
get
I'm
me thing
telling you.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only way. That when I saw your followers, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like, why isn't he buying? Everybody's doing it. Why not? Like, why not?
Yeah, yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
so
For real.
it's something to think on. It's definitely something to think on. Now, on this album, you have a few collabs. You have General B, Shano, Laser Major. Who else you got on here? How do you say this? Stumpology?
Stumpology.
Stumpology, Deli Ranks. Why all of these people? Why were they so important that, for this album for you?
All right. First and foremost, all these guys that on the album is a real true friend to me. But me sit down on so many collaboration. Cause right now, after this album, me have a EP I plan for drop me and a brethren go by the name Chris Thomas. And the
Okay.
EP there soon after we're gone 5 tracks already, so two more songs to finish off the EP. But that EP
Okay.
not gonna be just me and him. So me have a lot of friends that we do combination with. I mean, don't know why. Some of us decide say, oh, I'm gonna make that one here um be like me are giving off us. Like the bounty killer is on it also in the intro. You understand? You hear him voice and it also when they title the song and say featuring bounty killer. No. I
Okay.
just want a man listening and when I'm listening to we get the levels that when me I try to go with it. But he's on it also in the intro. You understand? But me have so many combinations. Cause from
Mm,
me start out as me say with Nadine Sutherland, it's like me don't know. me don't know. Me have so many
mm.
combinations for job. You know me I say some just say, all right, you know what? I'll just put out them song here upon the album. Cause some nice songs also.
Right.
So yeah, me just put them out, you know.
Okay. So the fact that you know so many great people in this business, why aren't you further along? Like, what's the hindrance? What's stopping this?
Number one, as I said before, most of these people, it's like, to be honest, they really believe in us. Because enough people kind of have me in the box, as a selector, as a, like them trying to team. Some might me a song and give me a no that me take it there. So
Wait.
this
I
all
don't know. Hold on, CD. Your phone is doing something a little crazy. I don't know what it's doing. Talk now. Let me hear.
okay, you hear me now?
Yes. Now, so start over what you said. There you go.
Yeah. As I said before, most of my friends that I combination with, although they respect my friend and everything, but they still believe in me 100%. But sure, I am a mistake man. People are
He disappeared. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. So yeah, with the fix, Michelle G. Cdbanging will come back in a little bit.
Load up the chalice now. Load it up now. Watch that style here. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop my money, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it. All ganja man come up plant it. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop my pill, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it. Inna the White House, we a chant it. Cushion on me mouth when me step out. Me toes back check out. Me nah go pop no malice, you go make me brain stretch out. I weed me a smoke till me sweat out. All herbalists tell the poor get to get out. In a start can't give me nothing when me don't want. Nobody not within no weed until they take a jar. I'm jump down to Panama. I'm marijuana, me smoke because they got in me palm. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop nobody, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it. All ganja man come up with plant it. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop no pill, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it. Inna the White House, we a chant it.
I smoke the weedy and not no BD. Cigarette give you bad breath, just believe me, really and truly, you must believe me. Boy, gone in a bathroom, got sniff the DD.
Herbalist put up you and make me see. If you know you smoke the key daily, can no boy can't bring no Mali come to we cause we a burn down the court get family. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop nobody, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it. All ganja man come up with plant it. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it. No pop no pill, me no sick, me no want it. Load up the chalice every day, make me launch it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You hearing me?
Yes, I am. So we were talking about basically, you know, the fact that you know all of these great people and that type of stuff. Why your career hasn't plummeted or gotten to the point as, you know, a bigger artist and that type of stuff. You were explaining that.
Yeah, as I was saying before, most of my friends still don't believe in 100% because them has this mixed same way. So a lot of them saying, why you doing so many things? You know me, I say, bro, this is how God met me. You know me, I say, me can't help it. This is but no kind of, you know, when them say the movement and when do the show them when me at this guy, you understand? It's like them start a bit low. You understand? So most of them not be a special attention, even the artist named Delirank. So you know Delirank is a producer, right?
Right.
Yeah, because I put out the popcorn song. I say family. I mean, he said family. So him send me a few rhythms. You know me. I say plus song. Yeah, me and him are working. So yeah, them start now like I push a foot further. You know what I say. So as I said before, Punty Killer was the first man still and Beanie Man. Big up to Beanie Man anyway, because Beanie Man called me up on shows also. So being the first two persons who believe that further and can move mountains, he can make it in the dancehall circuit. So them start believe now. That is why as me tell the Bounty Killer call me up on a show. You know me I say. And me destroy it and show him say, yeah, me ready for this, you know me I say. And Beanie Man do the same thing too. So anyway, Beanie Man see me a straight love. So and then Keep Rich start believing in me too. So there's a lot of artists now who start to believe now, say, yeah, Banging really can do this thing here. So I could give him the strength, you know me I say. So it happen now, you know me I say.
Yeah. I guess they wanted to see if you were really serious about this music.
Yeah,
definitely.
So no, them things are serious.
Yeah, looking back, would you change anything about your journey?
Well, a few things, yes. A few things, you know what I say. Looking back, I wish me that more hungrier than I am now. You know what I say. Because in a them time, they made it kind of laid back, you know.
Okay.
And I wish me did take my artist part more serious. Like how me I take it serious now, you
Okay.
know. So, but but me not regret a lot of things still, you know me I say. I don't
Okay.
regret a lot of things. Cause me still make mark, me still do what me for do. I'm going go places already. And right now I'm in
Mm-hmm.
hear me, I'm in America, I'm in Florida right now, Fort Lauderdale. And the circuit
Okay.
here me a damage. Plus me on the radio. Cause you know I'm a disc track also, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah, so in them early times they did a mold me for becomes the person I am now. So me not really regret it 100%. But as I said, there's a few glitches where me could have go back in a time and set back, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess you can't rewind time, so me have to try set it now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely you can't reset
Yeah.
time. What is some advice that you would give to someone in this business? Maybe a younger person, somebody your age or whatever. What is some advice that you would give them in regards to the business side of doing music?
You know, I said to be honest with them, I tell you them all the while, and I said music is not music alone, music is music business. So I love how you said that the business side of music. You know me, I say you have to take your things serious and make sure say you go sign up with your publishing, you make sure say you copyright your songs and make sure say you're amongst good people who mean you're good. You know me, I say? Because by the end of the day, everybody get robbed. Sorry, the Bob Marley, the Peter Touch, you name it, them get robbed. You
Yeah,
understand? So,
yeah.
and then no, try be an owner. If you can't be an owner of all of your music, be an owner of some of your music. Because this album, what you get in here, 90% of the songs them on the album owned by me.
Nice.
You understand? So, me that the youth them say, try be a owner of some of your music if you can be a owner of all of your music then, but I guess that not gonna happen because you're gonna really need people around you. And you're gonna
Right.
really need. Yeah, because even Michael Jackson them do it, you know what I say? So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
need people around you because R. Kelly that write a lot of Michael Jackson song them. So R.
Right.
Kelly in a Michael Jackson publishing them. So you're not gonna escape that as an artist, but try see if you can own on certain of your masters them. Cause that are gonna make you can benefit off it in the long run, or probably your kids them can
Mm.
benefit off it in the long run. But love God, love music. So although you know it's a music business, still don't like have it a way where you say all the while you're going to gain. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, you have to make sacrifice. You know me, I say, for reach a level where you want. You know me, I say, come here, go give you an example. When Bob Marley and the Wheelers was Bob Marley and the Wheelers, them have to split up because the Wheelers now said the word where Bob Marley I said because Bob Marley I said to them, say, listen, Chris Blackwell, I'm going to take you up on the road, but
Mm.
some of the shows and we're going to get free. You
Right.
understand?
Right. Right.
And most of the man them Peter Touch and them man they give it up. Even Bunny Wheeler say, yo, me now fly upon that bird and go do the song, do the show for free. You
Mm.
understand?
Mm.
And so Bob Marley have to break off and Bob Marley is who is today and them are who them is, you know what I'm saying? So I just said if
Yeah.
you say this, sometimes you have to make sacrifice, but not all the time. Understand?
Definitely. Definitely.
So a youth have to know coming up in the music business, cause there's a lot of things me go through. This a thing called dancehall and don't make nobody, me I say, feel like you can't do it. You can do it. You
Mm.
can just love music and music will love you back. If you love music, it will love you back. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, definitely. Do you
Yeah.
do you write do you ghost write for anybody? And like, can you give us like some rules and regulations? If you ghost write, can you give us some rules and regulations when it comes to ghost writing?
There's a lot of people who you ghostwrite for. You have to just carry to your grave.
Mm.
Because ghostwriting is a serious thing. A very, very serious thing, you know what I say? And some of the man them, they will compensate you for shut your mouth.
Mm.
You understand?
Okay.
So me do a lot of ghostwriting also, but there is one individual when we can call him name, and is a youth named Raga Rookie.
Okay.
I call him name because he's a youth I made the respect, but for some reason me I lose respect with him. You know Raga Rookie, right? He's from England.
Yes. Yeah.
The brother that will love dance up himself and all these things. Cause him cannot construct a good song. So I reach out to him. Cause I'm a come from Week. So I reach out to him and show him, say, look here. All you need is a writer because you have the energy, you have the swag, you have everything for make you be an artist, but you're short at one thing. And so music always going on. Every entertainer always short at something. Understand? Some say the thing where you short at is good proper song. You understand? So I write a song game name back in town, raga back in town. Tell elephant me want back my energy. Tanto Black Steve my style and melody. Back in town, raga back in town. Him it, him see it, him video it, and then all of a sudden now you start to give me some attitude and you make all your woman disrespect me and a whole lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, him lady disrespect me and that's why right now me and him can't hold a steady meditation, you know me I say. Me not hate him, but me just start tell people there's a lot of people as me tell you what me write for when me keep it silent. But
Right.
me draw him out of the bag and put him out there. Because the way how him cheat me and the disrespect when him lady give me. Me never like it. You understand? I have to tell the lady, say, look here, me not come around raga for money, me come around raga for help him. Because me write Sangi Raga, I collect $1 from him.
Right.
The reason why I do it because I know Raga from Asian days, from where I youth. The whole of we used to around one camp and everything. And my sister need a writer, that's why I becomes him writer. So if you feel like say me come around Raga Ruggy for take money from him, you need to get that out of your brain. Because you're going to disrespect a man like me. And that's why I say to Raga, I say, Raga, what your lady I say? And it's like, him not talk my language. It's like he want to defend him lady. You understand?
Wow.
So me just decide say, you see you youth. And this is not the first platform I load them up on. I load them up on 3 platforms now. This is going to make the 3rd one. Understand? Because I not like when people disrespect me them type of way there, and I help you, bro.
Right.
If you're listening, him need songs. Vauxhall Market, bro, you need songs, bro. You see me, I go around a thief people style. Boom, 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 boom. All of the girl them. A shabarang style. Understand? You need songs. If you did a sit down and take some good, proper song, nobody could know hold of you there, you know, because him is a star by himself, you know.
Wow.
Raga Rugi, you know.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
man.
you heard the whole connection with that and all of that. That's a wrap.
Yes, as me say, me just stay far from him and just cut him off and just know say sure. So go yeah, man, because certain people, it's like, as what them say, them always have a metaphor where them say, you can bring donkey to the well, but you can't fight him for drink. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's definitely a saying. So what do you have coming up next? Like, the album is out. What's next for you?
Well, as I say, me have an EP right now, what me I work on. The EP consists of 7 songs. We have 5 songs already. The EP I got Wicked. We have 2 more songs I'm for do. So me I work on that right now. Me in studio right now. I do that. I have a few shows coming up. I want to try to go back in Jamaica to promote this album thing. You know me I say. I did do some fest last year. And it's supposed to go to Jamaica and I go do back some fest But through this Trump thing, you know, you're there in America, you're there, right?
Yeah, I am. I am. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, so you know that's something that's a go. So it did kind of have me there, I think, you know. But definitely, I want to try go down the December. You know, I say,
Okay.
go say, me can take on the streets, them, the uptown, Monday, both to choose a couple of places, you know,
Nice.
and make my voice be heard and promote the album. Sorry, promote the album in a Jamaica. But otherwise, I'm that one try, say, me can reach in the Caribbean, you know,
Nice.
and say, me can get some people, get some attention to this album, yeah. And probably reach out to Canada and one of them places. So I try to put things together, put over the eye. I try to make things happen, you know what I'm saying? But the next
Yeah.
major move is the EP coming. That's the next major move.
Okay. All right. We'll be
Yeah.
definitely be looking out for that. So what I do before I exit with my guests, I always ask for you guys to leave us with something positive and then provide all of your social media handles to everybody so that they could go and download your music and that type of stuff.
All right, you want me to left some positive? Michelle, may I left this with you too. Michelle
Okay.
G, you know you're the real true G. Big up yourself. So watch your style I know. This is how me go around and tell everybody. Who want believe. Who have ears, let them ears. Let them hear. Who have eye, let them see. This positive message is about God Almighty. You see, we always them train with to say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. To those as Father God only, right? You hearing me?
Yeah, I am. I'm listening.
Yeah, so them train with to say Father God only. But the only thing set now is male and female. You understand? In every department in earth, but the cockroach, male and female, the rat, male and female, the getter, the lion, everything. You understand? You know, hear me, Michelle, man. Yeah, listen,
I'm
something
hearing
different.
you now. Something is going on with your phone. I'm not sure what's happening. But go ahead now. Go ahead and say what you're saying now. There you go. You're better now.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
I'm saying to you, I'm leaving a positive message. Them always teach you for say, Father God, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. But it don't work, so, because in every department on earth, you find male and female.
Right.
Understand?
Right. Yes.
In the rat world, male and female. In the lion world, male and female. Alligator world, you name it. Understand?
Definitely.
And we male, we can't function without woman. So them have man as God, but where is the woman? Where is the goddess?
I like it.
So I am saying to you now, as on a positive note, there is a female God out there. So when we are going to bed, we say our father and our mama.
I like it.
So me I beg the people them, you understand, because the thing don't function. Remember say God say, him build we in them own image, right?
Right. Right.
So if God build we in him own image, or female come, that means say a female they around him for him a pre say him a gonna build female also, right?
Right. Right.
And him set it in the animal world to everybody female there. Male, female, male, female. You go into the ocean, same thing. Understand?
Def- Definitely.
And it always two things, sun, moon. So
Yes.
the sun move like a male, the moon move like a female. So I just leave this video now on a positive note. Hail to God and hail to the goddess. Hail Mama God, hail Father God.
I like it. I like it. I definitely like it. Give everybody your social media handles and where they can find your music.
You know, me have 5 social media page, so make no sense tell them the whole 5. But me have one of me I work with. No, like seriously, me have around 5 social media. Not even social media pages. Me have 5 Instagram pages. I may have
Wow.
1 TikTok page. I may have 2 Facebook page. This is how me take me things serious now. But on Instagram, me will just give one where me really work with fully, and it's banging the banger. BANGING underscore THE underscore BANGER. So banging the banger.
I like it.
That's my
I like
that's my Instagram page. And on Facebook, you can write Omar OMAR banging Matnab. So the name Matnab is like the same name I use on the album Matnab Road. So it's MCNAB. So it's Omar banging Matnab. MCNAB. And on TikTok is Cdbanging 1, the mixtape king.
the mixtape king, the mixtape king.
Yeah.
Cdbang, I want to say thank you for being here tonight. And I will continue to play your songs here on Get With The Fix. And also send it to the DJs on here as well. And I appreciate you for being here tonight. So have an amazing
Thank you
evening.
very much. Thank you very much. And check me out on the radio. If you're in the Fort Lauderdale area, I have a show on WCOP every Saturday from 8 to 11 in the night. So you can
Okay,
check me
nice.
out. Or if you cannot check me out and you're there where you're at, just go on Google Play or Play Store and you download the app. It's the Voice of the Caribbean. The app, the Voice of the Caribbean. So you can type in that, the Voice of the Caribbean in a Play Store, download the app. And yeah, you just press the play button and you tune into CD banging every Saturday from 8 to 11 in the night.
I like it. I like it. I'll
Yeah.
definitely tune. I'll definitely tune in. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Michelle G. You know the pre. You understand? We take it local and we take it overseas. You understand?
I like it. All right. Have a good
Salute.
night. Have a good night. Salute.
Sa- Salute.
Load up the chalice now. Load it up now. Watch that style here. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it.
No pop no money, me no sick, me no want it.
Load up the chalice every day, make we launch it.
All ganja man come up plant it.
If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it.
No pop no pill, me no sick, me no want it.
Load up the chalice every day, make we launch it.
Inna the White House for your chant it.
Cushion on me mouth when me step out. Me toes back check out. Me nah go pop no malice, you go make me brain stretch out. I weed me a smoke till me sweat out. All herbalists tell the poor get to get out. In a start can't give me nothing when me don't want. Nobody not with no weed until they take a chance. I'm jump down to Panama. I'm marijuana, me smoke because they got join me farm. If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it.
No pop no money, me no sick, me no want it.
Load up the chalice every day, make we launch it.
All ganja man come up plant it.
If I know high grade, me no want it. No, me no want it.
No pop no pill, me no sick, me no want it.
Load up the chalice every day,
I know God is standing by my side. Why would I be afraid? Of my Lord is my light. I know God is standing by my side. Why should I be afraid? Of my Lord is my light. Yeah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, boy, don't tempt me.
Get With The Fix, Michelle G. Padrino, who will be joining the live in a couple of minutes. Shout out to him. This song is I Know Jah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Yo, that's a powerful prayer, That's a powerful prayer. Like I've been saying a lot these days, and I'm always saying it. Stay prayed up. Like you gotta say prayers over yourself, over your kids if you have kids, over your family, your parents, everybody, because there's some evil people out here. The world is just corrupt. The world is corrupt. I'm really sure what's happening or what's going on, but the world is very, very corrupt, you know, and you're gonna be living your good, simple, peaceful life, and somebody might think that you got too much, and then they decide that you don't need to have the little bit that you have. So, you know, say your prayers. You know, pick a prayer and say it. I'm not gonna tell nobody what prayer to say. You know, but in this song, Padrino says, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." All right.
Standing by my side, why would I be afraid? Upon my Lord is my life. I know Jah is standing by my side. Why should I be afraid? Upon my Lord is my life. Yeah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, boy, don't tempt me. I'll rinse it till it empty. Oh, yeah. Might have to wet a boy up like jet ski. Them boy make your heart go like Wayne Gretzky. But me no say bad mind, them full of envy. The devil attempt me, but I know Jah standing by my side. Why would I be afraid? Upon my Lord is my light. I know Jah is standing by my side. Why should I be afraid? Upon my Lord is my light.
Hello.
How are ya? Can you hear me?
Hey, Shell, how you doing?
Here you go, but here, hey, Shell, hey, Shell. I like that greeting. I definitely like that greeting. I'm looking at your ring. What's on your? Is that a goat head or something on your ring? What's that?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm an Aries, right? So that's my rhyme head.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. How are you? You're laid back. You're just chilling.
I'm in the studio. We vibing, creating, and working on some new songs, some new music. It's been a minute for me, right? So I have to apply pressure now.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. We take the ups with the downs. You know what I'm saying? The lefts with the rights, the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Um,
life, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay. I'm always survive, man. Whatever situations, I'm faced with, I'll always, make do with it.
Definitely, definitely. Now, what I'm gonna ask you though, do you have any light in the studio? Because you look a little dark on my
Let me see.
screen.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I mean,
How's that?
I know you're light skin and all, but you know,
Hold on. How's that?
that's better. That's
Better?
much better.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. So here on Get With The Fix, this is Mr. Padrino. And
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
crazy that Padrino and I follow each other on social media. I don't even remember how we met.
I don't
Um,
know, either, but I feel like I've been knowing you for years.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forever, because you know Padrino is one of those folks that y'all know I post all kinds of things on social media. He's definitely one of those people that participates and add to the conversation. So I want to say I appreciate you for that part on my social media as well.
All
But
good.
when I looked up Padrino,
Hmm. What you
I
say?
didn't
What you say?
realize that the Godfather.
Yeah.
What's the connection? What we got going on, Padrino? What we got? What we got? What we got
Okay,
going on?
the small and short truth is that I got the name when I was in college in North Carolina. My next door neighbors were Mexican gangbangers.
What?
Yeah, when I lived in Charlotte. Their mom, it's a long story short, but their mother went away, left them all at the house. And I kind of took on not necessarily the responsibility, but I kind of took them under my wing.
Okay.
And the name kind of came from them because of how I would act with them and the things I would do for them and all that. So it kind of stuck with them and their friends, and then it translated later on to music as well.
Wow. I would have never thought that because I'm like, I looked it up today and I'm like, wait a minute. I've
Yeah,
watched this several times and never thought about it. But then I'm like,
right.
I gotta ask him about this today because it's a little dangerous, That's a
Yeah,
little dangerous.
yeah, man.
It's definitely a little dangerous. Now, you are not, for everybody that don't know, you are not Jamaican born, but you are born in the Bahamas,
Born
right?
in the Bahamas, correct?
In the Bahamas. And
Yes.
you know, with this music, the God place, the Godfather place of the
Mhm.
music is Jamaica.
Mhm.
And there you are being Bahamian and you're
Yeah.
singing this dancehall reggae music.
Mhm.
How is that for you over the years transitioned over to the culture? Like, are they receptive? Are they like, you know, how has that been?
I mean, look, we all have one or two, negative comments, you know what I'm saying, that you see online. That's the social media world in today's world, right? But
Hmm.
for the diaspora in Jamaica and abroad, it's been rather welcoming for me. um, just based on the style of music that I'm doing, my
Yeah,
approach to it. I'm not very contradicting, and you know what I'm saying, and like what I'm putting out. I'm very precise and calculative with the type of music that I'm putting out. So, but I've been receptive or received, sorry, for lack of better words, pretty good, especially in the Jamaican diaspora for sure.
mm, I like it. You know, the Jamaicans are very sensitive.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
about their music and about
yeah,
their culture.
right.
Um, so I'm glad that you know you haven't had any of those issues because again, like you said, you've remained in the true value of what the music means to them.
Right. I mean, and the thing is, I came in from a producing, engineering, and songwriting background as well, right? So
Okay.
with all of the reggae artists that I've worked with over the years, it kind of helped me, guide my way into the scene without having to,
Yeah.
be challenged per se. You know what I mean?
I like
By the quote unquote gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying, of
yeah,
the business.
yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. It made it a little easier
Yeah, correct, for sure.
for
And
you.
then being Bahamian too, reggae is
Yeah.
like reggae is that's like our music as well. You
I mean,
know,
it's the whole Caribbean, right? It's the whole Caribbean. Like
reggae
this is
music
what we
is an
grew up
African.
on.
It's an African thing. Everybody in the Caribbean, we all come from African heritage and African
Yeah.
roots. So I think we all share that in common. Our enjoyment for reggae music and dancehall.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely. Now, for people that don't know, way back when, years ago,
yeah,
you have this song with yourself, Jacure and Popcorn.
yes, correct.
Um, you know, and I was like, what? Wait, you know, because for me, right?
Hmm.
Even though I'm friends with a lot of artists on social media, I never really go digging into their backgrounds until I'm
Yeah,
literally faced with them.
right.
And when I dug today, yesterday for you, I'm like, wait a minute. So why, you know, and this is my question to you, since you've had this song with Jacure Popcorn,
Hmm.
um, why aren't you like at their level in this business? Like what's the issue? What's the gatekeeping type of issue there?
I mean, look, I'm never the one to make excuses for anything. I think every plan has its purpose. Every purpose has, its means of getting it done. But I feel like though I had worked with many, many great talents, many Grammy Award winners, you name it, I think from the production aspect, that was my main lane, right? And writing music, right? So to make that crossover and then still be respected in that realm, it can become kind of tricky because even with
Mm,
major labels that I spoke to, everybody asks the same question. Well, okay, well, what do you want to be? Like, what are you? Are you a producer? Are you a songwriter? Are you an artist? And my answer would always be, and it still is to this day, I'm all three. I'm all of it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I've been granted a gift, you know what I'm saying, by God to have an ear for things, you know what I'm saying? And I think that I've used it to my best ability. And though, I haven't reached, I guess, what people would call the mountaintop, I feel like
Mhm,
I've achieved some pretty cool things, especially considering, the small island and small country that I come from.
right.
At the end of the day, I don't really count the accolades and, I don't count that as true success, even though that can be figured as a measurement of success.
Right, right.
I look at it as I continue to rebrand and rebuild myself until it's received, you know what I'm saying, in a more global space. Where the endorsements come from the gatekeepers and the endorsements come from, the people that really run this business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that collaborations is one of the way that a lot of artists can get to that whole next level? And who do you think should push the music more? The person that is the artist or the person they're collaborating with?
I firmly believe that both people should be equally responsible. In most cases, what happens is that the artist who's asking for the feature
Mm,
tends to have to be the person that's kind of behind the song, especially if the artist featuring is just that, it's just a feature. So what
mm,
happens is the artist that is the feature on the song tends to not take it as serious. It's more of a business transaction in today's world. A lot of times when we see collaborative efforts, a lot of it is paid for. You get what I'm saying?
right,
You're paying for
right,
video rights, you're
right.
paying for, the right for them to record, and then you have to pay for it to be released, especially if an
Mm,
artist is connected to a major label. You
right,
understand? So that can become complicated. I firmly believe like all parties involved, especially if you wanted to look, business is business, right? But if I
right.
want to work with an artist and I'm selective about the people that I work with, then I should be proud of the material I put out with them. You
Correct.
understand what I'm saying? So I feel
Right.
like it should when you have a collaborative effort, then both people should equally be involved in pushing the record because one person might have far more fan base that could pull. You understand? But see, this is where the line becomes thin in the music business of today. And it's always kind of been like this, where you do have the artist that does have the larger fan base, that does have the following. They ain't really, not all of them,
Mm,
but a lot of
mm,
them and some of them tend to
mm.
not want to. It's almost like they feel like you're gonna take
Take their
away
time.
their
Yeah.
fans, and it's
Yeah.
nonsense. It's complete bullshit.
Mm,
I excuse my language, but I feel like it's complete bull. In my opinion, I feel like if I do something with an artist that's really out there and really blown up in the world, it's nothing for him to make a mention that, hey, I have this collaborative effort with this guy, and I think this guy is amazing. I think this guy is brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And I think it
right.
costs you nothing to be kind. It costs you nothing to be a good person. You get what I'm
Definitely.
saying? But unfortunately, we live in a world where being selfish and self-centered is unfortunately is the way that people are winning in today's world.
Yeah, because I watch social media all the time and I would see collabs and I'm like, why is the artist the only person pushing, this song? Like
All it
why
takes is one post, one.
yeah, if you decided that you are going to collaborate with
Right,
someone and
right.
accept that collaboration, you should be given the same effort.
Unfortunately, Shell, it's what happens again is that artist more than likely paid for that feature. He paid the label for the release. He paid the
He
label
did his
for
work. He's
for the
like, I did it
video. So
already.
it's, it was just
I'm
it
not
was
doing
just
else.
huh?
He paid for everything already. So
Yeah.
he's like,
So
yeah,
it's
that's
it's
on
it's
you.
just business,
It's
right?
just business.
It's just business to him. He has no personal connection to the person. He doesn't care to have one either, because again, more artists are focused on themselves than they are the people that they collaborate, which is why I am very skeptical on who I collaborate with for that very
Yeah.
same reason.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you make that selection besides what we just stated? How do you decide, if you're going to collaborate with somebody?
It depends on who reaches out to who, right?
Okay.
So if I'm the artist, right, and I'm the person that's trying to, get this feature or whatever, listen, 90%, 95% of the people that I've encountered and that I've done features with met me through the music process,
Mm,
right? Whether it was through, meeting me at the studio when I was in Jamaica, New York, whatever, Atlanta, Miami, wherever I was, that's where I met that particular person. Or I may have released a song that they heard and they just, and they know somebody that I know. There's always been that kind of connection, right?
okay. Okay.
So there's no real way for me to determine, like, now, is there artists I want to work with? Sure. But there's no real way for me to authentically say, how, or like, is there a guideline for me to want to collaborate with somebody? I think it's about who wants to work with me as well.
Okay.
So the
I
interest
can
has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
sure, again, there's tons of people I want to work with, but they would also have to be interested in me as and my talents. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, you know, whack people don't do music with whack people, right? And that's the saying. That's the industry
Yeah.
saying, right?
I
But
said.
that's not how this works in reality.
Mm.
You got enough bread to spend on a certain artist, and that you could turn that artist's life around. You know what I'm saying? Just by a simple 8 bars.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely. So this song, I Know Ja.
yeah,
Tell me about this song because I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been playing it every Wednesday that I'm here.
yeah.
Tell me about I Know Ja.
So I know Ja as a product of. There's a funny story behind that song. I had to drive to New York. Me and my brother Mula, we had to drive to New York for me to shoot my Stranger in Town and my Battlefield videos. Right.
Okay.
So we leave Florida. It's a true story. We leave Florida. We drive to New York. What, 18 hours? I think it was. We get
Sheesh.
to New York, book into the hotel, sleep for 2 hours, leave the hotel, go straight to the Stranger in Town shoot. From there, we go straight to the Battlefield shoot, which is on some like airfield or whatever in New York. And then right after that, we stop, get food. I head straight to the studio because I'm about to leave as soon as I'm done with this. I'm
Right.
driving
Right.
back down to Miami. Right.
Wow.
So I get in the studio with my boy Jocelyn and DJ Future,
Mm.
Syndicate Music in Queens, New York. And they played me this record. Capleton was already on the record already.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
already on the rhythm, right? So he was one of the
Mhm.
first artists to record his verse. And I laid down the idea, right? Um, I laid down the idea and in the first verse. So this is 3 years ago,
Wow.
right? So I get a phone call, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. My brother Ja, he's always been somebody that's like been right in my corner when it comes to like, you know, trying to keep me pushing music. He's always been a
Mhm.
believer in my music. He's from Belize, but he's been in the business in and out a long time. So he messaged me and he said, "Hey, look, what are you doing? I haven't heard no music from you. What the hell are you doing? I have this job, you know, this rhythm I'm about to put out, the slash and burn rhythm, and we have this half a song, and you need to finish
Finish
this
it.
song, right?" So
Yeah.
immediately I called my boy Jumper. I said, "Hey, I need to get in the lab." I came by the studio and I recorded the song and sent it off. The song was released the next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like
So
it. I
it was like one of them, you know, he put some fire up under me like, "Dog, get the record done. Stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's heard no music from you in a while. This will be a great way for you to come back in. You have tons of other records that you could put out. Let it be this one that you start with." I said, "All right, cool, let's do it."
Yeah. Why did you stop doing the music? What happened? Why did you stop?
Music had me stressed out, yo.
Oh,
Music had me burnt out, stressed out,
wow.
not wanting to record, not feeling creative, feeling I'd sometimes failed, you know,
Wow.
unaccomplished. You know, these are real feelings for any musician, right? For any artist. These are real authentic feelings. And I think that I just had my last straw. I had enough, man. I was going through a lot. I had done so much for so many people over the years, and I did not feel reciprocated for the amount of work that I put in, not just, you know, abroad and with my colleagues, but even my own country where I came from. I didn't feel
Mhm.
accomplished. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Wow.
So it became a thing where I was battling my own demons, as it were, as it pertains to music. Me and music
Mm,
were at odds. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't agreeing with me. I wasn't agreeing with him. And
mm.
yeah, we was vibing hard, like they say in the Bahamas. You know,
Wow.
but um, I ended up having a thought, you know, after talking to John, um, he's like, "Look, man, you're missed." You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? A lot of fans miss you. You just don't know it and you don't believe it because of how you feel. But if you just put
Yeah.
the record out, if you just put the stuff out, you'll see. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, man, when I did the clipping of me recording that in the studio,
Mm.
that's when I realized, because man, listen, I think I had maybe 200 DMs that night, right?
Wow.
And it was from people all over the world, people that I worked with in the past, you know, big DJs, big producers that I hadn't talked to in years. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? And all of them are like, bro, where the F you been?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
been trying to reach out to you. You wasn't posting on Instagram. Like, what happened? And I was honest and I said, man, look, I got tired of y'all BS. I got tired, man. You know how much money I done spent over the years? You know what I'm
Listen.
saying?
I actually, want you to help people understand. Again, a lot of times there's people, the audience, the
Yeah.
fans don't really know what you guys deal with a lot of the times in this music. Even it's
Listen,
the depression aspect of it, the mental breakdown aspect of it, the money loss parts of it. What is some things that you want to say to folks who don't even understand that this is life? Like, this is my life. This is not.
music business is like any other business. Okay. If you're passionate about your company and your business, and as anybody knows in business, you're going to make sacrifices that don't feel right.
Mm,
They don't feel right to your spending. They don't feel right to your bank account. The results will not be what you want at first. This is just how business is.
mm,
You're going to make the kind of sacrifices that make you question your ideas and your decisions. Um, it's a real thing,
yeah.
especially when you go into the arena of it being professional, right? And you're doing
Mm-hmm.
this at a professional level. It then becomes even more so demanding from you, right?
Right.
And your sacrifice becomes, not just minimalistic with finances and et cetera, but sacrifices away from family, sacrifice
Yeah.
away from your own personal development. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? From your own mental development and your own mental stability. So it's very draining, just like any other business, like I said, where you gonna feel like things just ain't going the way it's supposed to go. But the more you pursue, you know, different ways of being successful and you try things and you're persistent, you know, if you're good enough and if you're noticed, it could help.
Yeah.
It
Have you
helps.
ever have you ever had those moments where you're like, I just blew like $50,000 and I
Yes.
could purchase a house.
Yes.
I
I'm
could have
sorry. Hold on
purchased
one second.
a house or two houses or whatever. Like,
Girl,
how do you come out of that? You know what? This is for the music. This is for the music. How do you come out of that?
your passion for it has to be greater than um the purpose of success.
Mm,
Right? Your passion for it has to be way stronger than the purpose of you wanting to earn something. And everybody wants to earn, man. Everybody wants to be rich from this. Everybody wants to be successful and drive, Ferraris and rock jewelry. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. Yeah.
But understanding that you're going to sacrifice 90% of your income
Mm,
doing that process, trying to get there. You get what
mm.
I'm saying? The other 10% you just living on, you just getting by, and you're just managing to live and survive and pay for studio time and pay for videos and pay. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
it's a
eat.
lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I get afraid telling people the amount of money that I know I've personally invested in myself, and I know that other people along with me have invested in me.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like I know how this goes, man, and you feel guilty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That you were not able to do this, or you should have done this with that money. Or you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, you can. There's a certain level of guilt that comes with it too.
What are some of the lessons that you've learned over the years with money spending when it comes to your music?
Hmm. Spend more wisely.
Mm,
Do more research instead of acting on desperation for notoriety. Amongst the world of music listeners, taking your time to understand the people that you're working with and the dynamics that goes around it. Study the analytics, study who's really listening to your music. Pay attention to the DJs that are showing you some love. Pay attention to the DJs asking you for some paper. You know what
mm,
I'm saying?
mm,
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I do understand this is a business. However, I still I still ignorantly believe that there are still people in the world that play your music because they enjoy your music and they actually love your music.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
whether they've heard you or not, whether they want other people to hear you or not, is completely up to the person,
Yeah.
right? So I've
Definitely.
never been a believer in the system of paying somebody. I do
Mm,
understand the business aspect of it, but that was a
mm.
lesson that I learned, is that I paid too many people that gave me BS, and
Wow.
I got nothing from it. And that's it's part of the game. I grew up in the streets. I did a lot of things I ain't supposed to be doing. So I understand. With your wins, you take your losses.
What so in paying the whole payola type of situation that
Yeah,
those conversations always come up, and whether it's
yeah,
in the streets, DJs on the radio stations and all of
mhm,
these other things, right?
yeah.
How should you, or can you even decipher like who I should give my hard earned money to?
Mm, that's a good question. I mean, I think that's based on relationships.
Okay.
Um, it's just like the streets, right? If I don't know the guy across town, right? Even though I might have heard from somebody that he might have, the best whatever, right? I'm not
Hmm.
gonna necessarily make that decision to go mess with him just because of that, right?
Right.
So just because he might be popular amongst the people, other people, doesn't mean that he's actually going to be good for me. So I
Mm,
think it's about making up your mind about who you've actually had previous relationships with, that may have relationships with somebody that you can actually. So there's a connection there, right?
okay.
There's some way down the line, that person through somebody else. So I think relationships are important in this business for that reason.
I like it.
Yeah.
I definitely like it. Because again, we see this all the time. And even Cdbanging was on a little while ago, and he was talking about the same thing.
Right.
You give these DJs your money, or you give these selectors your money, and these radio folks and all of that, and
Right.
then they go and play somebody else, or put somebody else before you, and forgot that you just gave them some money. If somebody else comes with $1,000 more than what you gave them, then it's
Right.
like, okay, forget you.
Yeah, I heard him make the reference about the Range Rover. I mean, look, look,
Yeah,
this is reality. But see, some people are that desperate, right?
yeah.
I'm not that desperate. Okay,
Mm.
I've been that stupid before, but I'm
Oh,
not
oh.
but I'm not that desperate, right?
Also, there's a stupid, and then there's desperation. There's
Absolutely,
stupidity and
of course there
desperation.
is. Of course
Okay,
there
okay,
is.
okay.
You could very well be a person that's just not educated in the streets, that make the dumbest mistake. You know what I'm saying? And it costs you
Right,
immensely.
right, right.
Or you can take your time and get the right plugs, the right situations, and make sure that you have your security level can lower now, because you're not having to worry about who's going to stab you in the back.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I treat this business like the streets. It's the same thing. There's
yeah.
definitely sharks in this business. There's definitely hunters and the hunted in this business. So I treat it just like that. I'm not gonna
Mm.
have nobody hunt me. I'm not gonna be nobody's prey.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's never
yeah.
gonna happen. Don't mind the light skin. I don't run.
He got
You know what I'm
tattoos and
saying?
stuff. People,
No,
watch
man, I don't
yourself.
play that. Anybody who knows me know that about me, though. You get what I'm
Watch
saying?
yourself.
I'm
Yeah,
not no pushover, man. You ain't gonna push me over, and oh, well, you have to do this. Hey, listen, man,
yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want. Do
Definitely.
what I
Do you
want.
do you feel that the payola aspect
Mhm.
involved in the music is what's the stopping a lot of artists from getting to that next level? Do you feel as it's something that needs to go away, or there has to be some type of common ground with it?
I mean, like anything in the business of music, um, I feel like payola is never gonna go away.
Mm,
That's not gonna happen, because unfortunately, record labels and radio stations, streaming platforms, all of them are involved in the process now. So
mm,
you either going to get, I follow a guy named Damaza, um very, very well informed man on the music business, right?
mm.
And me and him have had a few back and forths about stuff like this all the time. But if you don't pay the machine, you're not going to be a part of the machine.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so That's what I'm talking about there, where I feel like you have to pay the right people in order to
Mm,
have the right results. If you pay the wrong people, you just gave some people some free money.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a little dangerous, right? If you think
Of
about it,
course
right?
it is.
Because I'm giving you my hard-earned money, right? And I don't
Yeah.
get my results. Now, what I do next, you really can't be mad at me because, bro, like,
And you know what's crazy? This is why a lot of people don't even realize, but a lot of bad stuff happens in the music business just based on stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't know this business is funded by a lot of dark money. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? A lot of
yes,
people don't know that. They can play like they don't know all they want.
yeah,
Anybody with some common sense knows you don't just pull $1 million budget out your ass. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? That has to
yeah,
come from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? You know, a lot of these guys who you see popping out from nowhere, they do their thing on the road. They roadman. Okay?
yeah.
So when you see all of, the jewels, you never met this guy in your life, never seen him, never heard of him in his life, and you watching a music video of him and you're like, well, damn, that dude jeweled up. He got all the, it's what a guan if you know what a guan, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's
I
a real thing. It's a real thing in the business. It's not gonna go away. I believe in paying the people that's gonna give me the results.
give you results. Give
Yeah.
you results. So,
Yes.
there's a formula that you need to follow in order to try at least to ensure that you're giving your money to the right people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't
Mm.
have no disagreements with that.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. And it's not like you could get it back, because there's no contracts or
Man, once
none of
that
them.
gone, that gone.
It's
Them
gone,
people
it's
don't hear
gone.
nothing. Them people are laugh. Them people are going live and tell you about yourself. Man, I beg me some money. Man, I beg. What? Yeah, I
Bro,
done
I
seen
just
it
paid
happen.
you. I
How
just
many
paid
times? How
you
many times have me and you seen stuff just like this, right? Where
every
you like,
day.
man, I know that ain't happen. We even talked about some stuff like this, right? How
Yes.
how does this happen? And it's because sharks are gonna be sharks, and if you are not a shark, you will get
That
eaten.
you'll get eaten for dinner, breakfast, lunch, brunch. They'll eat you up. They'll
Welcome
definitely
to the music business, aka the Caribbean Ocean. I'm
eat
telling you. I'm telling you, man.
the Caribbean Ocean. I like that, right? Because
Yeah,
in the
shark
ocean,
infested waters.
shark invest. Yo, I never thought about that. There's
Yeah.
piranhas. There's all kinds of things in the
Yes.
alligators. All
And they
kinds of
come in
things.
all sort. Listen, they come in all sorts of forms. All right. You have, the DJ shark. You got the manager shark. You got the assistant shark. You got the label shark. There's all type of
Yeah,
killer sharks
shark.
out there that could mash up your thing and have you out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if you pay
That's the
attention,
part.
yeah, if you pay
The part
attention to
that
this business, you'll know better, and
you'll lose your mind. You will lose your
you
mind
will
because
lose it.
for me, I'm looking right now and I'm like, dancer is in a state that is disgusting. To me,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
at the
agree.
internet and I'm like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Like, it's never been at these levels
No,
where the back and forth and they're putting people on blast, and then people got to come back and say, well, I ain't say that, and you said,
it's
and
distasteful.
it's distasteful
That
at this
curry,
point.
that curry spoiled.
It's spoiled, and curry is barely the spoil, right? Curry just take a
Yeah,
long
man, that curry
time.
spoiled, man.
But when it's spoiled, it's spoiled. And I'm
Yeah,
just looking like, what is happening in this space?
right.
What is happening in this space that everybody seems so corrupt?
Yeah,
Everybody seems so corrupt. Like, it's the thing to do to bust. I feel like it's the thing to do to bust.
right, right. I mean, like I said, man, unfortunately, just like everything else in life, humans are in the music anyway. Humans are you're gonna have good people, bad people, and
Yeah.
lost people. You know what I'm saying? The people that just don't know what the hell going
No,
on.
no, listen, have no clue. Have no
Yeah,
clue.
yeah.
Because for me and my platform, and I tell people all the time, like, my inbox is so full on a daily basis
Right,
that
right.
I I have to pick and choose what I post, right? Because I have
Absolutely.
connections with a
Right.
lot of different people, and I don't want to mash anybody the wrong way,
Yeah, of course, of course.
and step on anybody's toes.
Right.
And I have to sometimes put my own discernment and be like, yo, like, what is happening? Like
I mean, look, I think everybody should have a certain degree of classism, you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Or sorry, a certain degree of class.
yes,
Um, and learn how to control their emotional response to certain things. I too, had to learn that lesson over the years.
yeah.
Sometimes we get a little bit too passionate about things, and we feel like I have to express
I have
myself
to
to this
say
to
it.
this random stranger who
Yeah,
I've never met in my life and I'm never gonna see, but I gotta respond.
I
No,
gotta say it.
I have to send this comment, and I know
Yeah,
I've learned to be more reserved in who I allow to even pull my energy from this electronic device. You know what I'm saying? And we have no absolute connection other than being, two people on two electronic devices. That's
mhm.
nah. I'm not doing all of that.
And then you post something, and then somebody takes it out of context, and then
Yes,
it mashes up a lot of relationships. And I
yes,
don't think
yeah.
that folks are understanding
That
of
happened
all
with
of
me,
these
and that
things.
happened with me in a very popular dancehall star,
Wow,
like one of the biggest.
wow.
Right? And I was basically giving them like props, but the record was mine. Okay?
Mm,
I did write the record. I did produce the record. I never said that, I wrote that person's part. I was just happy to be a part of that record. Okay?
mm.
And the person took hella offense to that and, said some wild stuff on my page, and I went off.
Wow.
And I get a call from my guy Robert, who owns Big Yard in Jamaica. I get a
Mm,
call from him, and he's like, "Hey man, look, I know your intentions are true. I know where you're coming from, but try to be more reserved in your
yeah,
response. You might not understand where that person's coming from." I said, "Yes, I agree, but I need them to also understand that
of
I'm not
course.
letting nobody talk to me crazy."
Exactly.
You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that happened to me before, and you know what? I learned a valuable lesson from it. Um, and I should have never even responded, right?
Responded. Yeah.
Because I knew what my intent was. I think if I had left the comment there, I think it might have created even a little bit of,
Mm,
controversial virality for me. You know what I'm saying?
wow. Wow.
But yeah,
Wow.
that happened to me before. I'm talking one of the biggest names in dancehall.
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah,
gotta
that's a true
gotta be
story.
careful. Gotta be careful in these internet
True
streets.
stuff, man. Listen, these people are sensitive. They brush their teeth
Yeah.
with Sansodine.
Listen, and a lot of people
Telling you.
don't understand when I say to them, no, I can't post that. No, I'm
Yeah,
not going to post that.
yeah,
No.
yeah,
And that's why I post the way I post and say the things I say, because at the end
yeah.
of the day, I still have to make sure I'm protecting my brand and the stuff that I'm
Yeah,
doing
your
as
interest
well.
as well. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about No Ordinary Love. Tell me
Mhm.
about No Ordinary Love and what is considered no ordinary love.
Love that doesn't feel normal. Things that you gotta do for a person that you would not normally even do for your damn self.
Like
Right?
what? Like
Well,
what? Like
I think when it comes, well, in this particular case, I'm talking about making love, right?
okay.
So I'm talking about, going deeper into just laying a woman down, on her back and, blowing her back out per se, but being more in depth and in tune with the person that you're sleeping with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's just more about
okay.
having a deeper but nasty connection to that person where
Mm,
it's not just a quick, 2 minutes, 10 pumps and you out, but you
mm.
actually paying attention to the person that you laying with and you showing them real love in bed. So that's where that song really came about. And
Okay.
we recorded that song, what, 5 days ago, 6 days ago.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I want to play it. I want to play it. Here is No
Yeah.
Ordinary Love.
Thank you.
No ordinary love, no ordinary, no ordinary love. Girl, there's nothing like you and I, baby. Good girl, let me love all you. And you love how me make it us. And me like how you make me go us. No, you never tire, so baby, skinny tough. No, the devil is a liar, you like the thing rough. But love all the thing rough. Ooh, another round make you fall in love. Can't you have a drunk in love? This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. For me touch it for me, girl, you make it turn up. You know, me I go run the bands up. You know, like me the bonanza. And the rifle of the answer. Most a girl a private dancer. Like, girl, put your hands up. Show me how you whine and touch on. Not fall in love, there's no holding love.
I just realized.
Uh-huh.
I just realized that you sampled Sade, No Ordinary Love in this song.
So I didn't sample it. I sang it in my own,
My
you
own
know.
way.
Yeah. So there's no samples in the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I definitely
Thank
like
you.
it. Do you feel like with the copyright aspects of songs and even in you singing that part of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
you think that that's an issue, a problem, or when you put this song out, there'll be no issues with it?
I have stopped worrying about stuff like that in
I like
today's atmosphere. Why? Is because one, I'm showing homage to where my idea came from. I
yeah.
feel like I'm not giving the artist any disrespect. I'm not trying to steal anything from them. I'm giving my own interpolation of what
Mhm.
I feel the song is. And I'm sure I'm bigging up the artist as well. You know what I'm saying? So um and I think in today's world, as it pertains to music anyway, that's being done everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
And across all platforms,
Yeah.
because music is a recyclable thing. There's only a certain amount of chords that make sense to the listener. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Beethoven, unfortunately, is not going to work in today's current atmosphere. So we have to be more. We have to break down things, and sometimes some songs were written that's so beautiful and amazing that people admire it so much they want to do their own versions of it. So that's how I
Yeah.
see it.
Okay. I like
Yeah,
it. I like it. So today I saw Keisha Kior and she was talking about her
yeah.
relationship with her husband Gucci, right?
All right, I saw
And
that.
she basically said that all he has to do as a man is shower and
Hey,
do his music and do his
yeah,
music. She
man.
got him in every other aspect. In this
Rich
business,
people say a lot of
rich
rich
people
people
say all
things.
kinds of things, right?
Rich people say rich people things, right? Unfortunately, 99 the other 99% of us, we live in a real world, right? Where, the average woman ain't on that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you gotta kind of just run with what you got. Or
Mm,
or, you don't date anybody until you find that person that makes you feel like Kiora makes Gucci feel. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So, I say salute to her for her way of an approach for it. I'm sure it's very comfortable for him. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I'm sure it's a very comfortable situation. But when you have a financial stability of that kind, of that sort, of that height, it becomes easier for a person to do that. And unfortunately, relationships are now also intertwined in your finances in
yeah.
today's world. You know what I'm saying? And how you're able to financially be with somebody because that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So
I'm
shout
actually
out to
glad.
him. It's
Shout out
not
to
it's not
them.
how everybody else is getting down, but shout out to him though.
I'm actually glad that you are very truthful and honest about that, right? Because now what she has created across all platforms is that women are now going to be looking as a relationship goals. Like this is relationship
But why
goals.
is it not? I don't understand that. Why wouldn't that be relationship goals? And it's
Because a
because
lot of times, but you know,
again, we had
this
that conversation
is
earlier. Everybody's become so selfish.
so selfish, right? You know
Everybody's just
that
concerned
for a
about
fact.
themselves and not even about
Yes,
the partner that they with. This is
yes,
why divorce is at a high rate. This is why,
yes.
nigga, you could be with somebody, for you could meet somebody today, 5 months down the line, you know what, I don't like you no more. And
I don't like you no more.
you just jump
I'm
to the next
bored.
person.
Yeah, yeah,
Social media made it easy to pick and choose, man.
yeah. Yeah,
You know?
definitely, definitely. When I saw that today, I was like, "Oh wow!" I know there are so many musicians and artists and all of this type of stuff who would
Mhm.
love to have that type of woman,
Of
and even
course.
not even fully that type of woman, but a woman
Right.
who takes some of your load off, right? Like
Absolutely.
just go do your music and I got you and all of that kind of stuff. Like stay
Agreed.
focused on what you're here for, right?
Agreed. Agreed. I couldn't agree more. Again, I live in a real world where I understand that women of today are faced with, being single mothers,
Yeah.
they not putting up with that stuff. Men today are facing very vindictive women, and some, not all, but this is just, I'm just showing how the spectrum works.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a two-sided coin. Women want this, men want that, and they only thinking about themselves. Nobody's
Yeah.
no longer considering the union and what it is for two people to be together. And that's not everybody, okay? It's just the
Right.
majority of what we're getting examples of is normally typically from famous people, which is unfortunate because we're
Yeah.
not, I don't look to famous people for advice about nothing.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
nothing. You can't even
Right.
tell me how to boil water. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I don't think that you should be that heavily influenced by people you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we stop listening to the strangers so much and we actually pay attention to our partners and pay attention to their wants and their needs, their desires, you ain't gotta have it all. You ain't gotta have, a gazillion dollars, but just know that if you hustling and she hustling and both of you on your grind and both of you love each other and y'all locked in, then y'all should be able to live a pretty happy life.
Yeah, because a lot of times what we don't understand also is that that's social media, right? And is she really telling the truth? Is that really the truth? Or are you making it, putting it out there just so it looks good on a plate, like
Man.
that nice meal on a plate? And when you open it, it's bleeding. It's all kinds of things going on with it, right? So,
You know how me and you would know, you know how we would know that like that's going on? We walk into any restaurant right now. Right now. I guarantee you somebody is positioning their plate that where the right light is bouncing off the chicken breast. You get what I'm saying? And they have to have the right pose and the
right
right, because
pose and the
everybody
right,
wants this idea
right,
of what perfect is, as opposed to just appreciating what's in front of them and appreciating who they are as well. It's
yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely, definitely. I like having honest conversations, right?
Yeah.
I definitely like to have honest conversations because again, being on this earth and realizing and
Mhm.
the experiences that you've had also in this music and as a person and all of that, that
Yeah.
not everything you see is real. Not everything is real. Like you have
Right.
to pick sense from nonsense
Yeah.
and work
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
So
You
a
got,
lot of
hey,
people
listen, if you
aren't.
can't sort between, the S on the ground, you're gonna step in some.
You're gonna step in some, and you might not come out of it. You
Yeah,
might
I'm
not
telling you.
come out of it.
Yeah.
You might not come out. How are you mentally now? Being that you've took some time away from the music and you're back in your music space. How are you mentally now?
I feel pretty damn good creatively right now. I'm facing, other things that I'm battling with, but I'm good. Like I feel good. Music has become my way. Well, it's always been my way of this, but now particularly, I'm using it as my vessel to absorb any type of negative that may be either trying to present itself to me. I might have see it coming down the road. It might be happening now. I'm using all of this experience, good and bad, to reflect in music and let the music
Yeah.
absorb it. So you're gonna hear, coming up, a lot of songs where I'm just being super expressive,
Wow.
being super honest. You know what I'm saying? About not just about myself, about how I feel about the world around me, and
Hmm.
what I see through my eyes. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it actually.
I like it. The journey is always great when you could just be honest, right?
Yeah.
Oh, where did he go? Something happened. He's there, but something happened. Get with the fix, Michelle G. Oh, there he go. There you go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Things
Yeah.
happen. I'm glad that you're in this space now. You're here, you're back, you're doing your music. Are we ever going to hear change? Like,
Yes.
what's
So okay. So Changes was another record that I did about maybe 2 years ago. It was one of the most prolific records that I've ever done, in my opinion, just based on the
hmm,
story that it's telling, because it's really speaking about me,
okay?
and the changes that have happened in my life. Where I've come from, where I'm at now, where I'm trying to go, and it's about the story of change in every person. So I think anybody that's listening to that record is going to feel that record immensely, um, especially from a reggae perspective. But what happened was is that me and the producer of that record, we hadn't spoken in some time, and
Okay.
there'd been a breakdown in communication.
Okay.
So what had happened is I'm ready to like push this record out, and I said,
Mm.
you know what, let me just try one last time out of respect, because I like to try and do business the right way. So I reached out to him. His name is Chris Saab. The Tough Gong Band is who shot this. Sorry, who produced this record with him.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
he's a very big music promoter in England as far as the reggae scene is concerned, and he's a
Okay.
producer as well. So I felt honored to even be reached out to by him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, so I took the pleasure of just pumping the brakes after we had a conversation. He wants to do the record the right way. He wants to, do a proper rollout. And I took a step back and said to myself, okay, I can't take this personally. This is business,
Yes.
right? And I
Yes.
know this is a very, very dope record.
Mm.
And reggae music, this type of record is needed in reggae right now. So
Okay.
um, I wanted to make sure that I treated it as such, and I treated the entire situation with some sort of respect.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it. I
yeah,
definitely love that. The
yeah.
respect level definitely needs to be there.
Right.
Um, and when somebody wants to put out a body of work, they want to make sure that it's packaged right, that it gets to
Exactly.
the right people, that it does what you want it to do. So that's
Yeah,
really dope,
yeah,
for you to do that. Now
yeah.
I know that this song All For You, you wrote it for your daughter, and I
Correct.
want to ask you a question. As a
Hmm.
man,
Hmm.
I don't know how old she is,
Hmm.
but as she grows,
Hmm.
what is some advice that you're going to give to your daughter when it comes to relationships, not only with people but with men as well?
I've tried to always be the best version of myself around my daughter. So the respect that I give my daughter, the respect that I give to women around my daughter, um,
Mm,
I want my daughter to see that as a reflection of the person that she would want to be around. In
nice.
any type of relationship, though I'm hella against anything relationship talk right now. I'm just that kind of daddy, right? But
As a daddy,
yeah, I'm
yes.
a protector. I'm very protective of my little girl. But I know at some point we're gonna have to have, that real conversation.
Yeah.
But my advice to my child would be, you know, have boundaries, have uh, a type, have, certain goals, that you want with somebody. Don't just be focused on what you can receive in monetary value, but what you can receive mentally, and what you can get from that person. And if you're going to be a better person after being around that person, you know what I
Mm,
mean? Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure when that time comes, definitely don't be like nobody who your daddy like used to be like, you know what I'm saying? Don't,
I was
no,
waiting for you to say that part.
yeah, no,
He
no.
was out of
And you
there,
know
huh?
what? That's the thing. I think that's the joy of being a father. Like, you don't want your daughter to be around the worst version of yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm
oi.
saying? I
That's
want
a
my
rough
daughter.
conversation to even have with yourself, right? To even
Yeah,
look in the mirror
yeah,
and be like, wow, I have a
yeah.
daughter.
Do I
I
want
used
my
to be
daughter to
such
be?
and
Do I want
such.
my daughter to come up with a guy like you? And you got to look yourself in the mirror and say,
Mhm.
okay, I got to be the best example I can for her,
I like
right?
that.
And change, and this is where a song like Changes happens,
Mhm.
because you have to realize, hey man, your children are watching you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're absorbing from you, and that father-daughter relationship is something serious.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. What if your daughter comes to you and says, Dad, I want to do music? What's that conversation?
I fully embrace it.
Mm.
My daughter's a bit of an entertainer herself. Very outspoken, very bright and quirky, and I don't know, I'm nothing like that, right? So, but it's good to see that she's taking a liking to being creative. All of my children actually have, which is pretty cool. My son, he's producing now. making
Nice.
beats every other week, sending me beats. And, I remember taking them to the studio in Miami, and they did the big studios, and they were not interested when they were smaller,
Yeah, yeah.
But as they've gotten older, my son, especially Gabriel, he's taken a really big chance in wanting to learn more about it. And I've actually allowed him, as opposed to being so much of an influence, I've allowed him to kind of grow into his own,
Nice.
style. And I don't want you to be a carbon copy of me. I want you to be a better version of me. Right.
Like it.
And then my other son, he's into art. I was into art. So I like to see that my kids are going down that line.
I like it. I definitely like it.
Yeah.
Definitely like it. So what else do you have coming up? What else are you working on?
I plan on just dropping tons of visuals, even for songs that I had out previously, like Battlefield and Right
Mm.
Here. I just plan on putting out everything that I halted. I plan on releasing. So there's going to
Nice.
be a plethora of visuals. I'm dropping a song every month
Nice.
until January, when I want to release a full LP or EP.
Nice. Nice.
Um, and I plan on going to Jamaica. I had some tours planned with some
Mm.
promoters across the globe, but things happened where the business wasn't right, and things just didn't align properly. So
Okay.
I think putting out more music would invoke that again. So that's the plan. I definitely want to make it to Africa. The people of Kenya have been breathing down my neck for
Nice.
years
Nice.
about coming over there. So South Africa, Brazil has been really big with me, in recent years. So that's the plan: is execute,
Nice.
put out good music, write good music, and keep the message the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that. I'm on that raga raga nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make some music of substance.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
definitely it. So before you get up out of here, I always like for people to leave us with something positive.
Hmm.
So leave us with something positive.
Hmm. As a musician, if I'm talking to a musician anyway, um, every note will eventually be played and heard by somebody you don't know, and that note, that thing, could be the best thing in their lives. That thing could save them from doing something harmful to themselves. So keep playing music, keep doing music. It's pure. Keep your dream alive.
I've never had anybody say that.
Yeah.
That's very powerful. That's really
Yeah.
powerful. Now that I'm thinking about it, wow, I've never heard anybody say that. Thank you.
You're
Um
welcome.
for that. Thank you for that. So, Padrino, I want to say again, thank you for being here. I'm always playing your music. You already know that.
Thank you,
Um
Shorty. Thank you.
and and we're always talking on social media and that type of stuff. So I
That ain't gonna
appreciate
stop. That's not gonna stop
that.
no time soon.
That's yeah.
You might post some controversial stuff, and I'm I'm sure I'm gonna have an opinion about it at some point. But no, I sincerely appreciate you reaching out. I feel like I've known you a long time.
Yeah,
I'd like to continue, that we grow our relationship in this business, and
definitely.
and take it to the next step. And I wish you the best as well. And thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you. Give everybody your social media handle and where they can get your music.
All platforms musically, the usual: Spotify, Apple Music, of course, YouTube searches are still around. My social media is I am Padrino across every platform. I
Thank you,
am
Padrino.
Padrino,
I am
Padrino.
Padrino. I am Padrino. Thank you, Padrino, for being here. And we'll stay in touch. We'll definitely stay in touch.
Thank you, Mama. Y'all have a blessed evening.
You too. You too.
All right, take care.
Yeah, with the fix, Michelle G. That was Padrino. It's been a very nice and interesting Wednesday night. Yeah, July is about to end, and DJ Drew is actually on right now. On Get with the Fix. So I am going to exit left and let him take over. I am Michelle G. I will be back here next week, same time, same place.
Oh, I know that standing by my side. Why would I be afraid of my mind? The Lord is my light. I know that is standing by my side. When did I be your God is my life. Yeah. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, boy, don't tempt me. I'll rinse it till it empty. Ooh, yeah. Mind up the western boy up like jet ski. Them boy make your heart go like Wayne Gretzky. But me no say bad mind, them full of envy. The devil attempt me, but I know just.
Before I get up out of here, August 30th, of course, is the 14th annual Back to School Drive brought to you by me, Michelle's Foundation, Get With The Fix Radio. And I'm excited this year. You know, every year I get excited, but August 30th, in Orange, New Jersey, we are giving back to the community. We're giving back to the community. To whom much is given, much is expected. This is not a cheap event for me, but I make sure that it happens every year. I am Michelle G. I'm out the building. DJ Dree, continue to take over. Good night.